Hmm. Do, 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 do. It says I'm live. Hmm. I'm not showing up on my other stream. Let me see here. Oh, now I'm muted. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Growing Femmes. I know nobody's here yet. I'm going to give myself a thumbs up just because, you know what? It's my birthday tomorrow and I'm celebrating today. I haven't really started celebrating yet, but I will be. And yeah, let's see. I think I should start out with my music. Here we go.
Lucas Gardner's got a spark so bright. In her 60s, but she's living it right. Sex positive with a life so bold. Every Friday night, the LSD unfolds. In the Ivy Army, she's always there. Chatting with friends without a care. Lucas Gardner's got a story to tell. And no, she didn't kill her husband, all is well. She's living life with passion and flair. In every conversation, she's got love to share. With a wink and a smile, she lights up the room. Every Friday's trip is a psychedelic bloom. In the highs of life to the depths of fun, Blue Kiss Gardner's journey's just begun. In the garden of life, she's the blooming rose, a free spirit wherever she goes. In the Ivy Army, she's always there, chatting with friends without a care. Blue Kiss Gardner's got a story to tell, and no, she didn't kill her husband, all is well.
Oh, it's going twice. Sorry. Oh, shit. Hey, there we are. There she is. The blue kiss we all know and love. Cheers, everybody. Oh, well. Let me apologize now for anybody trying to summon me. It was otherwise preoccupied. Um, also, sharing an invitation link to a couple people. So if you get one, feel free to drop in and join me on stage. I'd be more than happy to have you. Okay, there we go. Oops, silly me. Well, I'm doing that. I should actually be showing you some of my videos. Video file from earlier today, actually not very long ago at all. Drop down and find it. Here we are. I'm pretty sure these are going to be out of order, but that's okay. Hmm. Ooh, rained nice last night. Out in my grow right my now. Ass. It's an illusion of dryness. I did check this cushion before I decided to sit on it, see if it was wet. It is dry. Got a lot of rain. We needed some rain. It's been pretty dry here. And I also transplanted some actual perennial flowers up on my border, and they're looking fantastic today.
One of those things that I transplanted, in fact, was a strawberry plant from, it's an everbearing, I believe, from Red and Becca. And it also had thrown some pips, and I haven't moved those yet, but those will be in the next coming week when it warms up. I will be moving the pips as well.
Sorry, I kicked that last one out.
Han Soloburger. We've got to try some good weed. I made a nice shout out to the guy who gave me this weed, which was Hermit Hash, Old Man Hermit Hash, which is kind of weird for me to say because he's younger than me by quite a bit. But I guess middle-aged Hermit Hash would be the guy I'd call. Thank you, Reese. Anyway, good weed. I wish I had grown it better. I think I said that about all of my stuff, but I can do so much better, and I'm really going to give it a shot this year. I say that every year. It's like my procrastinator self-talking here. But yeah, this is some good weed, and I don't mind saying I grow good weed. I love it. 50 years doesn't lie. Anyhow, I got all my notes out here to put in with my seeds. And I'm going to go over what seeds are going to go into these pots. Not this front one because I haven't cleaned it out yet. And the sun is setting. I don't have much time. And the queen of procrastination. This is a mix of seeds that I had collected from various plants from this past grow. I can't tell you exactly what they were because I wasn't really paying attention and sorting them. I didn't care. They are going to go in a couple rows back here. We'll see what germinates. Again, I'm not going to put them in water. I am not going to do any kind of germination project with them except to put them into the soil in rows and kind of label them of what they are, because there are some that have names, as I'm going to show you. This is I got these at a meetup. It's a guilty pleasure cross, open pollination called testers. So they're going to get labeled as guilty pleasures. The other ones are probably going to get labeled as second generation moonbow. I had a few from Apple Snacks. I had a few from Muskegon Moonshine or whatever I called it. I can't even remember what I called it now. But these are going to probably be more floral or fruity, and a little bit of each. Then, and I'm not sure what guilty pleasure is. I've got these that they're at least a year old. Also, I would have to say they were, because there's only 6 of them here. Probably came off Moonbow or something like that, I hope. They're going into direct seed, and I'm going to also label them as what year I got them, just to see. Germination-wise, they should be okay. They've been holding in not overly cold, but cooler location. I'm going to put some more Blueberry by Golden Goat in a direct sow to see what I get with that, because I want to try to do as much of a pheno hunt on them as I can. And I have those inside my house also. These are Apple Snacks. I got these off Apple Snacks. They're probably Apple Snacks by Pure Widow, because I did have I think it was a male Pure Widow, or shit, I had to look and see what my males were that were in my back pot. To go through some of my old video archives. And then, oh, that's a lighter. 99 Fucks, which is Alaskan Thunderfuck by Sour Grapes by Floji. And that is by Heirloom Cinderella 99 inbred line. And this is from the 2024 Sun-Grown Competition freebies. I got these for participation in the actual contest. And I'm going to put those in also in these pots here. And so without further ado, I am just going to start doing that. Oh, my rake.
Uh-oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm not being overly
I find the
talkative in this.
best way to get an even surface in a pot, the back of the rake, not this side of it. This side will get your soil moved around. This side will even it out. Level you nice. Pat a little bit. Good for that as well. Ooh, let's keep your line straight up the middle. I will be using, because I have the most of these seeds here. You can see that, this blue one.
Pardon my snuffles. It's a little chilly out. Oh my. What did I do? I think I froze myself. Oh, we're gonna remove that one. Oh, what did I do? Eek. There I am. Shit, so sorry. Yeah, I decided to go over to the comments and all of a sudden I froze myself up on the video. Let me see if I can do the second half of that presentation. Anyway, yeah, dang. There I am. Still squatting over the old bag.
It's 3 in 1.
This is the third year in a row I've done this method. Um,
Just a little bit.
the first two times were for they were a tester seeds.
And then make sure that they make contact with the soil. Very important. Not buried, not hard, but oh, they're buried, but yeah, barely buried. And then again, make sure you're making good contact.
Sorry to turn that down. I'm just babbling, but I want to say thank you all for coming.
I'm just going to take
And
the actual
J5,
down here so
I
I
am
know
still
that
going to
this
send
is
you my
where
address. I do want to pop your seeds, even though I am planting these here. See that bed right in front of the one I'm in? That's where the seeds that you would be sending me will go. Thunder Dan, thank you for the happy birthday. Cheers. Currently, I'm smoking on, I'm just going to mute that. Um, Currently, I'm smoking on Han Solo burger still. And I'm assuming you can see me in the side here. I'm going to have to look at my other thing. Definitely need to get a sidekick here. Yeah, you can see me on the side. Still for Fox and D, 2 Cent. 2 Cent told me he doesn't like the name of my show. Something about growing thumbs. I've gotten that from a few people, but it's a kind of a double play on words. Growing feminized plants or a feminist who grows. And bullshit happens. Not in these videos. These are all reg seeds. But anyway, back to Han Solo. This is so sticky. I'm breaking some up right now. I was going to show you the butt on the screen, but I'm in a little screen. Oh, it smells so fucking good. I mean, so good. I guess I'm not gonna get monetized. I wasn't anyway. Let's be honest. Oh, yeah. So you get any of the burgers, or get a chance to get any of the burgers in your garden? I would definitely do it. And I had a chance last year, and I definitely did it. I actually grew with a Han Solo burger right next to the orange vortex, and the Han Solo burger kind of outshined the orange vortex, and the orange vortex didn't get fed as well as the Hans did. My mistake. So, I wonder what I'm saying there. I said it there too. That's funny. Jesus. I am a boomer, you guys. Just keep that in mind. And I'm a little bit high. Not as high as I normally am, because we all know I can normally get a lot higher than I am right now. Let's take this off here. Yeah, here I am. Oh, you can open it up. Oh, there we go. Let me see here. I'm not very good on the editing part of this stuff, so sorry I'm not that entertaining on this portion. Um, I do want to give a shout out to my friends that came from Discord. Um, I was talking, and we all talk about this on Discord. Discord's good, Discord's bad, and the good and bad of Discord being the updates, and when you don't do the updates, or sometimes the updates are the problem themselves. Things seem pretty good, and then you do an update and things go to crap. But today, a question came up when I was in the Goodweed. There was an update on my computer, and I asked Miss Kitty, who was in the room with me, if she had had an update. She was having some problems with messaging, actually. And the question I asked is, are updates, and I'm going to ask Google, are updates for Discord, updates of the site or the device? Updating the site or device? I say it's updating the site, and it's effective on all your devices because I've only ever updated my computer. My phones, unless they have an automatic update, um, I've been missing them, but they work. The site, I'm a slow typer, sorry. Individually. Question. Ah, Here's what AI has to say about that. Discord updates typically target individual devices rather than a centralized site update. When you update Discord, you're updating the specific app or a client running on your device. So it is the app. You're updating the app on the device. For example, if you update Discord on your phone, you're only updating the app on your phone, not the overall Discord platform. So I was incorrect, boomer that I am. It was a fair enough guess, but I will say I have two phones. I don't use this one. Funny that it's sitting right next to me, hey. I don't use this one on Discord. It has Discord on it. This is my backup phone. This is my when I'm traveling phone. Um, I basically it's my alarm in the morning, one of my alarms, and then my Google phone is my everyday phone, and that I never updated it yet. I use it all the time on Discord, and I've not had a problem other than the normal. I got a phone on Discord problem, so I therefore theorized I must have automatic updating on this phone because I've never even seen a thing to update. So hey, question for the ages. How do you think it updated? Do you update well? We can see me. Good. Good evening, G-Bay. Good to see you too, man. As far as Discord goes, yeah, G-Bay I spend a lot of time with on Discord in the mornings, especially on his way to work. And he will listen to usually Kitty and I after he gets to work. Sometimes that's Kitty and me and Bullet Man. If any of you know Bullet Man, most of you do. Uh, Good morning jog to work for some of you, and the rest of us sitting home going, geez, feel bad for you. I don't actually sit home. I go to my granddaughter's and watch her in the morning. And on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I end up going to yoga, which most of you know. There's something you don't know. They changed my hours again. The Kitty and Blue morning show. That's exactly what it is. It's gonna be an hour earlier on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the back side because they're changing my hours for my classes. And yeah, I'm gonna miss an hour with my grandkid, but it won't be for very long. And she's got me all of Tuesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes the weekend. And in fact, for my birthday, exciting that it is, my big plans, besides eating some paper later here tonight, is to go over tomorrow early to my granddaughter's, and I'm going to break my own birthday cake stuff. And we're going to bake a birthday cake together. And she for sure will be helping me. When she found out that's what we were doing, she was happier than you could imagine. It's a wonderful day. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do for early morning. And then when she goes down for her nap, of course, then my daughter will be home. She has to work tomorrow. We'll be home by then, a little after that. And yeah, we'll probably hang out, play some games, wait for the grandkid to get up from her nap. And after that, cut the cake. And then on to adult stuff later. So yeah. But actually, I'm pretty excited about the birthday cake. It's been a while since I baked my own cake. I bake cakes for others, but oh, and the other thing is my oven took a shit, so I won't be baking any cakes here. It's going to be all at my daughter's house, and that's okay because I'm leaving most of it there too. All right, let's smoke a cheers, my dears. I feel like I'm babbling on, but what else is new? It's a little bit of a pisser. I haven't grown this site out at all because I knew I was going to do this too. I've been shadow banned on some of my shows that have copyrighted music. Somebody actually turned me in on it. Um, and it didn't say I was getting a strike because even though it's copyrighted music, I think it's because it was live music and not the actual recording that you and I would listen to on Spotify. So I think that's why they didn't fully give me a strike, but it's like I'm shadow banned. I'm assuming for those specific episodes, not for my whole freaking site. So I'm going to be a good girl. And this is my, yeah, for my New Year's resolution, because this isn't my New Year's as far as I'm concerned, not the 1st of January, but yeah, I'm going to make this a watchable website, podcast, and we'll see if I can make it happen. Do a little bit of building on the old member base here and get the word out and try to do some good with it. So, yeah, and I'm actually on the wrong page here. I should look see. Nope, nobody's coming in. Come on, y'all. Come and see me. Let me see. Invite. I'm gonna invite you guys. One of you guys, some of you guys, come up and tell me what's going on in your grow. I don't know if I mentioned it at all, but I do have 18 seedlings I have to up pot, and I think that's what's going to happen tomorrow on my birthday as well. Um, yeah, and that'll be easy for me to remember when I did it. But they're just going from the cubes, they're going into their solos. So, yeah, I'm real happy about that. All right. When you guys come up here, don't make me sit here and babble by myself. I mean, I will, but don't make me. Oh, I did get a little piece of good news, and I do mean a little piece. But for me, it was something because I'm a sentimental boob, as it were. You know how I always talk about my stone for my uh, roaches. I really love this thing. It's I don't have to put any cardboard in the end of my joint. I do lose a little bit of reefer, but you know what? I got a lot of it. I don't care. I don't care if I've got that big of a roach clip or a roach popped out of this thing. However, um, I was out gardening last week, 2 weeks ago, and I had an actual joint in it. But as I was doing bullshit, I knocked the joint out of the stone and went, ah, fuck. Put the stone in my pocket because why not? And I think it was might have even been this freaking sweatshirt, which does not have deep pockets, shallow pockets, and it's worse if you bend over and do that kind of shit. Lost it. Lost it. Thought it was gone forever, honestly. And I'd been out to my grow and then came back and went in the house and did some shit. And that's when I realized I didn't have it. That was gone forever, but nah. Guardian Angel put it in my pathway. I knew it wasn't, I don't recall seeing it. It was right next to my ramp in a little blank spot right there. I was looking in tall grass. I've been doing pretty good at losing things and finding them again. Yes, I'm a boomer. I lose things. However, I do turn around and find them again pretty easily. It's like somebody's, I got a guardian angel on my shoulder. I don't know if I do or not, but eh, let's hope so. But cheers, my friends. This would be the moment that I would update you on whatever's going on in medical for Michigan, but I will be honest, I haven't kept abreast of it, and kind of bummed about that. Another shortcoming I have, and like I said, I've got right now 18 plants. I am potting, and I need to renew my Michigan medical card so that I can justify having those extra plants in my garden. Uh, and I don't mind doing it because it costs $90 for 2 years to be a patient. I want to say it is like $25 a year to be a caregiver. So I could be my own patient which gives me protections under the law when I'm driving for being under the influence of cannabis. Which, if any of you know me, yeah, I drive under the influence of cannabis. If you mean I partake of it and drive? Yes. But am I altered? I don't think so. I don't think I'm any more altered. The worst thing that's ever happened to me, as far as that goes, is driving somewhere. Oh, I'm so sorry to be down. Driving somewhere out of habit, not because that's where I was going, which I do that all the time. I I shop at Meyer over here. It's just a few miles away. And off of Meyer is my favorite fast food place, which is Culver's. And this is so boomer of me. You're going to all love this. Um, on Monday through Thursday, from 2 o'clock until 5 o'clock, they have a special where you can get French fries, regular fries for $1, and they have nice crinkle fries. Or you can get also four-piece chicken, and I just got some resin in my eye. I know I did. Damn it. You can get a four-piece chicken plank for $4. So basically, you can get a pretty nice lunch for $5. And I don't go there too often, but often enough. And I don't. I'm an old person, so I have an early bird dinner. Ah! I'm sorry, Ty. I believe at 40 you are a millennial, or even a Gen Xer, isn't it? Who can answer that? Where does Gen X even begin? Hmm. 40 is not that old, but does that hold you really? And I am a boomer, but I'm a Jonesing boomer, which means chronologically I got put at the end of the boomers, and I think it goes to 1964. Um, but the people from the late 50s until 64 didn't get the benefits of being a boomer, where you see the Leave It to Beaver life. We didn't live that life. We lived early rock and roll, Rolling Stones sucking in the 70s, that kind of shit. We lived through disco. Definitely not what comes to mind when you think of a boomer. Maybe it does, but the real boomers, those were the ones that went to Vietnam. Too young for Vietnam. I was 6 years old. I had a pen pal in Vietnam. Gives you an idea of the range of boomerisms. Um, yeah, those were the beboppers and stuff. Never been to a sock hop in my freaking life. Couldn't tell you anything about it. Ah, Clay, yes, I am a silver sneaker, although I have not done anything with it because, long story short, silver sneaker in my past Medicare insurance did not mesh up well for my gym. And I recently, a month ago, switched from one insurance company to the other because my first insurance company dropped my doctor. And so, yeah, now I've got an insurance company that also pays for my gym, but it's not silver sneakers still, it's something else. 61 to 79 is boomer. I believe that sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. And I don't know where Gen X ends up, but um, yeah, I don't think you're Gen X even. 30. I mean, that's my daughter. She is, or you are Gen X, not a millennial. What a fucked up name for a generation. Yeah, but I don't think you're 30 either. Sorry. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying you don't seem 30. You seem older than that to me, Ty. You really do. But thank you for the happy birthday. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Um, I am also going to I had some seeds that didn't pop. I had some seeds that they did germinate, but I had a wee bit of a damping off problem with some of my seeds, and it was a sad thing. But I'm going to go for round two this weekend, also of starting some seeds and being a little more diligent with my humidity control under the dome. Since I'll be moving everything out of there that's in it right now, this weekend I can redo my trays and add new seeds. Try again. That's the beauty of, I know there's some people are going, oh my God, this is late in the season. This is beginning of May. You should have had that stuff going in March. Really? I don't think so. I started some stuff in, let me see, what is the flip date for us? August 15th? And I started some stuff in July, beginning of July. I swear to God. And I still got a lot of weed off of it. Probably as much as some people get in their tents. It's crazy. And those were the ones I also had three to a pot, and they didn't mind it because they took all the room they needed, and you know, it was more unified over that one pot than I would have been able to hold over three pots as far as moisture level, and that's about the biggest factor in growing outdoors is moisture, control of moisture, making sure if you got a dry warm summer like we had last year, making sure you have enough moisture for don't let anything dry out. I mean, you can let them go, oh, we sure like water, but when you start letting them go any more than we sure would like water, then you're starting to get some root death, and you don't want any root death. And not only that, if you're an organic gardener like I am, especially out in the sun, because that sun can be unrelenting, then your organics take a little bit of a hit too. And you definitely want those organisms to do what they need to do to keep your pH and all that good crap balanced out. Because once you start killing off roots and organisms, it's shitty weed time. So very much try not to. Even if I don't fertilize to the optimum for my plants, I very much try to keep my water levels as they are. And that is the beauty of the butt chugging. And I am so glad to do it every year. Um, I will be adding a few more pools of them. Looking at it today when I was out there digging in the dirt, I've decided how I'm going to do my upcoming plantings. So, yeah, exciting shows coming up talking about it, showing you where I've progressed or not, because we're not going to lie to ourselves and think that I'm going to get everything done that I say I'm going to get done, because I for sure will not. But there are things that I will, um, and I feel good about it. So, yeah, you guys, there's not a lot going on other than that. Um, wish some of you would come on, but that's okay. Uh, I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to vamoose out of here. Unless you got any questions out there in the chat, I will take them and answer them for you. Ty, I love a small plant too, and I have only, if I'm being honest, grown two monsters, and they were of the same cultivar, and that was Banana Bayou. And when I grew those, it reminded me of being Jack and the Beanstalk, or I guess in this case it was Jill and the Cannabis Stalk, because those things were freaking huge. But I was also at the end of the season on a ladder, and it was a folding ladder, and I felt so vulnerable. I had the fence right next to me. If I felt like I was going to fall, I could grab the fence. But even doing that, I could rip a shoulder or anything. So I was very much a little bit worried about being up on that ladder, but turned out okay. I didn't get very much bud rot, which was my other concern with being huge plants. And they were really juicy too. Juicy plants is the way to describe these. Um, every time I touched a bud to try to pull something, like I'll pull the sun leaves away near them, and if I had like handled the bud, I left like fingerprints now. Oh, that's going to be rot, but it never was. I mean, I did have a couple spots, but not the ones that I handled at the top. So, yeah, small plants are the way to go. But these May plants aren't going to be small. Those May plants, they can't even go outside. They can. They could go outside without, because I put a bunch of seeds in a big 100-gallon pot tonight, and I had seeds I harvested that I threw out onto the open ground without anything covering them up. Last October or November, probably November if I'm being, because I had to dry it, so it had to be November. And I was throwing those skeletons out, and I had a dozen plants come up from that. So these guys are not going to suffer anything. I don't know how high the germination will be, but it doesn't matter. They're testers at best, at best. So, but I like doing that every year just to see what I'm going to come out of it, and you know, who knows? You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be a good girl and just smoke out of my smoke out of the pipe. Cheers, everyone. Okay, let me see. All right, well, I think this is what I want right here. Yes, it is. But will I find it? Oh, here it is. All right, you guys. I'm gonna sit and smoke a little bit while I listen to this drum solo. That if they say this is copyright, they can kiss my butt. But enjoy this. I really, really, really like this drum solo a lot. I enjoyed it when I was watching it too. That's why it's kind of shaky in a couple spots because I was actually trying to watch the thing while I was recording it. Boomer. can't let it continue playing because that could get me a copyright infringement. I'm pretty sure. Uh, anyway, yeah, thank you all for coming out. I appreciate you all so much. I am going to probably be cruising around various discords and also see for Girlie's got a show tonight. I generally will do that, and that starts at 11 o'clock when he does have one. He's in his vending season though. Oh, thank you so much, Red. I just saw you there. Um, yeah, if you're not doing anything later, go to, I can't even think of the name of his podcast, but it's for Growlies, and if you put that in the search, I think it comes up. So thank you all for coming out tonight, and I will see you again next week, and I promise a little bit more cohesive content. I say that every week. You guys still don't believe me. I don't know why. Anyway, good night. Not yet. It's not ended yet. Say good night, Luna.